Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Tuesday, October 29. Ivy goes behind Steffy's back. Brooke's outraged accusation. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B spoilers for Tuesday, October 29 reveal that Hope Logan, Annika Noel, Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, and Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, will have to think carefully about how they handle Steffy Forrester's Jacqueline Messinswood interruption. Steffy found the three of them huddled up in the design office, so Carter claimed they were talking about work. Now Steffy wants updates since this concerns Forrester Creations, but Hope and Carter were actually convincing Brooke to keep quiet about their budding romance. Of course, none of them will want to tell Steffy that, so Brooke, Hope and Carter may just act like they were having a follow-up discussion about his earlier expansion pitch. As for Steffy, she's starting to think that Hope is manipulating Carter, so she may voice her suspicions soon enough. Next on Tuesday's B&B episode, Brooke will get riled up and make a serious accusation to Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K., one that involves his daughter. Perhaps Brooke will side with Carter about Steffy letting personal issues get in the way of good business, especially when it comes to Hope and her line. Ridge will no doubt defend Steffy as someone who can be professional no matter what, but Brooke won't see it that way. As far as Brooke's concerned, she'll probably feel like Steffy is making Hope a target and trying to inflict misery. At some point, Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer, will meet with Ridge as well. Steffy was quick to shut down Ivy's revived jewelry line, but Eric Forrester, John McCook, would love to have her back at Forrester Creations. Ivy will decide to take her proposal straight to Ridge next and hope she can get him on board with her vision. Naturally, Electra Forrester's Linnea Grace name will come up too since Ivy has taken her niece under her wing. Ivy will feel like she can accomplish great things for Forrester with Electra's help, so it looks like Ridge will ultimately agree reviving the jewelry line could be beneficial. Maybe Ridge will reverse Steffy's decision and make a prediction talking Steffy into this. Whatever the case, it looks like Ivy and Electra will have some good news to celebrate once Ridge weighs in. However, the Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Steffy will make some other important choices that'll affect the future of Forrester Creations in the coming episodes, so stay tuned. On Tuesday, October 29, The Bold and the Beautiful promises a day packed with high-stakes drama and tension between old rivals and estranged family members. Ivy's recent actions take a turn when she steps out of bounds, causing ripples in both her personal and professional life. Meanwhile, Brooke stirs the pot in classic style, delivering an accusation that could shake the foundations of everyone involved. Ivy's risky move. Ivy has always been known for her impeccable style and her love for jewelry design, but her ambitions have begun to reach far beyond the designer's table. Recently, she's been keeping secrets from Steffy, who trusts her as part of the core team at Forrester Creations. While Steffy is busy steering the family legacy and juggling her complicated relationship with Liam, Ivy sees an opportunity. She's managed to secure a private meeting with an influential fashion magazine editor under the guise of expanding the Forrester brand. But her intentions are far more self-serving than she lets on. Without consulting Steffy, Ivy pitches a fresh line of Forrester accessories that she's designed, hoping to put her own name on the map. Although she knows Steffy's expectations, Ivy's ambition to be recognized in her own right begins to cloud her judgment. She's worked in Steffy's shadow for too long, and she's tired of her cousin receiving all the accolades. Yet Ivy underestimates how deeply Steffy values loyalty and how hard she can strike back if she feels betrayed. Steffy catches wind. While Ivy's attempt to secure the editor's interest goes smoothly at first, word reaches Steffy almost immediately, thanks to a few keen eyes and loyal ears at Forrester. When Steffy finds out Ivy went behind her back to make a pitch, her calm, professional facade begins to crumble. She's trusted Ivy with more responsibility, even a share of creative control, but this move is a step too far. For Steffy, loyalty to family isn't just about business, it's about the future of Forrester Creations, and Ivy's disregard feels like a blatant betrayal. Steffy, however, doesn't go storming into Ivy's office, nor does she call her out in front of the rest of the team. Instead, she keeps her emotions in check, opting to observe Ivy's next move carefully. Steffy plans her confrontation meticulously, intending to remind Ivy just who is at the helm of the company. Behind her calm demeanor, Steffy is already forming a strategy, but her patience is hanging by a thread. She knows Ivy is testing the limits, and Steffy is more than willing to fight back if her cousin tries to cross them again. Brooke's accusation. Meanwhile, across town, Brooke has her own battle to fight. She's recently caught wind of a rumor circulating about Ridge's recent business dealings, which, unsurprisingly, leads her right to Quinn's doorstep. Suspicious as ever, Brooke convinces herself that Quinn has orchestrated some devious plot to undermine her family yet again. With Quinn's history of scheming and manipulation, it doesn't take much for Brooke's imagination to run wild, and she's soon armed with accusations. Brooke doesn't waste any time confronting Quinn at Forrester. She barges into Quinn's office, barely giving her a chance to defend herself before launching into an impassioned speech, accusing her of everything from meddling in Ridge's career to plotting to ruin her relationship with Ridge. Brooke's words sting with the bitterness of years of rivalry, and for a moment, Quinn is visibly taken aback. Quinn, however, is not one to let accusations slide. After letting Brooke vent, she calmly denies every allegation, warning Brooke not to let her anger get the best of her. Yet, as Brooke continues to push, Quinn's resolve begins to crack, revealing just how deep the tension between them truly goes. The office turns into a battlefield as both women exchange accusations, dredging up every grudge and unresolved issue from the past. Family ties fraying. The fallout from Brooke's accusation is felt throughout Forrester. Ridge, who eventually hears about Brooke's confrontation with Quinn, finds himself torn. He's been striving to keep peace within his family and at Forrester, but it's clear that Brooke and Quinn's rivalry is becoming a ticking time bomb that threatens to destabilize everything he's worked for. Ridge understands both women's strengths and weaknesses, but he knows that intervening could lead to disastrous consequences on both fronts. In private, he tries to speak to Brooke, hoping to convince her to dial down the aggression, but she remains steadfast in her suspicions. "I know what I saw, Ridge," she insists. "Quinn has it out for me, and I won't sit by and let her destroy everything we've built." Ridge is left grappling with the uncomfortable truth that Brooke's refusal to back down might push him to choose sides, a decision he dreads having to make. Ivy and Steffy's confrontation. As Steffy prepares to confront Ivy, the tension between them is palpable. Steffy corners Ivy in her office, not giving her a chance to escape. With her arms crossed and her tone icy, Steffy demands an explanation for Ivy's secretive actions. "How could you go behind my back, Ivy? I trusted you," Steffy says, her voice barely masking her frustration. Ivy attempts to explain, claiming that she only wanted to help elevate the brand and that she didn't mean any harm. But Steffy doesn't buy it. She knows Ivy's ambitions all too well and calls her out for putting her own interests above those of Forrester. Ivy is visibly shaken by Steffy's intensity, but she stands her ground, arguing that she deserves a chance to showcase her talents just as much as Steffy does. The exchange escalates, with both women trading words that cut deep. The confrontation leaves Ivy with a stark choice: to either rein in her ambitions or face the risk of being pushed out of Forrester entirely. For Steffy, it's a warning that she can't afford to let her guard down, even with family. Their bond, already fragile, is left hanging by a thread as they both walk away from the confrontation, harboring a newfound wariness of each other. Brooke and Quinn's escalation. Meanwhile, the tension between Brooke and Quinn shows no signs of easing. Quinn, still fuming over Brooke's accusations, decides it's time to take matters into her own hands. She's had enough of Brooke's self-righteous attitude and decides that Brooke's reign of intimidation at Forrester must come to an end. Quinn contemplates a new strategy, one that might involve leveraging allies within the company or even revealing secrets Brooke would rather keep hidden. Brooke, too, is planning her next move, unwilling to let Quinn get the upper hand. Her suspicions of Quinn are reinforced by every little rumor and every story she hears about Forrester's inner workings. With both women locked in a bitter standoff, it's only a matter of time before their personal vendetta erupts into a full-blown scandal. A storm on the horizon. The tension brewing at Forrester Creations, fueled by Ivy's betrayal, Steffy's determination, and the fierce rivalry between Brooke and Quinn, sets the stage for a showdown that promises to leave no one unscathed. Each woman holds tightly to her ambitions, willing to take risks and cross boundaries if it means achieving her goals. But as their loyalties are tested and their relationships strained, one question lingers. How far are they willing to go to protect what they believe is rightfully theirs? Tuesday's episode leaves fans on the edge of their seats, waiting to see who will emerge victorious and who will face the consequences of their actions. With such high stakes and unresolved grudges, the stage is set for an unforgettable battle, where alliances will be tested and old feuds will blaze anew. For Ivy, Steffy, Brooke, and Quinn, the coming days will reveal just how much they're willing to risk for power, recognition, and control.